Welcome back to Midwest Linux Gaming. I'm your host, as usual, as always, and forever, Stompin' Llama. Today, we've got a demo for Motorslice. It's a game that came out a few weeks ago? 2 or 3, maybe? I think 2 tops. Well, maybe 3. So regardless, I downloaded it just before it launched. And, it definitely is got an interesting bit to it. I don't lightly call it potentially a Shadow of the Colossus-esque game. They pretty much said so in the demo. And in all their materials. Only with heavy machinery as Colossuses. Failure is forbidden. Must we? Can we automatically climb on walls we jump into? Cool. I'm assuming this is climbable surfaces. Yes, that's a climbable surfaces. Slide. Light. Just seeing what moves we have available. Definitely starts out a lot like Colossus with the bridge. What's up here, I wonder? Would seem nothing. But I don't believe that. There's definitely some tech for throwing yourself around. Wall running, that is to be expected. Very intuitive from one side to the other. I think that may have been a parry. I wouldn't guarantee it, though. That's actually a pretty big door, all things considered. Either we are small, or these doors are just big. And they're doing a pretty good job of giving you highlights of where to go. Well, you can wall run. You should wall run here. The yellow is used quite often for certain things, but it is also just kind of everywhere. Which, considering the size of machinery, is to be expected. The city. small guy over there.
Readings didn't detect a structure this big. You know, Orby, if I knew it, I wouldn't have accepted this contract.
I'm assuming they didn't pay enough for something of this size.
So much for an easy job. No time to waste, Orby.
And that's a pretty good way of introducing some and keeping some characterization. I like that. Okay, we cannot Motorslice up that wall. So there must be very specific rules about that. And oddly enough, it is running exceptionally smoothly at 200 frames per second, while not taxing the CPU much at all. Or the GPU, really. It really is not doing either of those. Okay, kind of automatic. That's good. The dash roll in combat, that is our dodge. And it appears you do, in fact, parry by just normally attacking. Ooh, there's a thing up there. What if I didn't want to jump off? How to get up there? We might be able to sneak around if we end up. Okay, fences are fences. This mega structure has me very much interested in just navigating around it. I don't know what those do. Okay. They are in fact a thing. I mean, I have expected them to be a thing. Oh, I could have just gone that way. Drone orb deployed. I wonder how many of them I can have active at a time. Haha! I know! Okay. I accidentally wall ran because I was a little too close to the wall. That was me, not paying attention entirely to being a little too close to the wall. But that was in fact correct. Away from the wall. Nope, that is not going to work. Oh, that is some heavy machinery up there. Some very, very heavy machinery. Could probably... I don't think we can gain much height off of our wall jumps. The orb obtained. Two orbs. Tip's not available in the demo. I mean, I suppose that's fine. There's a bunch of sand down there. So it doesn't look like that'd be instant death. Yep, that is a parry. And you can just parry with your normal attack. That's interesting, not having that be a... Not having that be a, Oh. Not having that be a unique button. Okay, Orby obtained. Okay, that's for climbing. Ah. There is fall damage, it looks like, of some degree. I must admit, this whole megastructure thing is most definitely intriguing. Most definitely intriguing. Looks like we could get up to there from up top. At least that's what it's looking like to me. My poor attacking did not help there. Can I just spam the attack? It is a chainsaw. It does have some wind up. I did see that big guy, however. Oh, there he is. I do know, based on what I've seen of his shorts. Okay, so motor slicing is not just vertical. It can be horizontal. Interesting. I wonder... Can I make that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Aha! I thought that might have been an orb. They're doing a very good job with their signaling, which is good to see. I mean, even Shadow of the Colossus had to do that quite a bit. They used moss, however, which is different than what we have here. Here we have scrapes. No! Oh, that one, it got used? I apparently missed that one. That was my bad. Apparently, my wall jumping was not good enough. Okay, land on here. No! Crunch. For some reason, that wall run decided not to work. Probably slight issue on my part more than anything. There we go. That's what I wanted you to do. Much like you did there. Excellent. And we'll just let you fall to the crack. And then up. There we go. One down. It's a lot of little ones. Haha. And like I said, the yellow makes sense. Yellow is for safety reasons. And it makes sense. Especially on a mega structure like this. God, that was not good. I tried to slice properly. Nope. What am I doing wrong? That is the question. What am I doing wrong? Oh, you can see the crunch happening too, and that's like, oh, okay. Clearly I'm doing something slightly wrong. Oh, that worked. I don't know why that worked versus why the other one didn't, but whatever. Fall damage is very much a thing. And as we've seen, they do in fact show the crunching of the body. It is not pleasant. There's orbs over there. How far down can we go? Not that far. Nope! Okay. This is fine. I kind of want it over here anyway. Because of orbs. I have no clue how I get up to the orbs, mind you. If it's even possible to get up to the orbs. It would appear not. Things are just not close enough. Is this death? This may be death. This may warrant death. A purposeful death. Crunch goes the human body. Crunch goes the human body. It is very visceral on the whole crunching of the human body. Which I suppose makes some degree of sense. I have no clue how I'd even get up there. That's actually what I wanted to do. Oh no. Grinding gears. Many grinding gears. Oh. We're gonna have to slide under that one. No option, other option here. Okay. I was not expecting that. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they move. Okay. That tells me that way, but there's that over there. I have no clue how we'd even get to. Well, we'd probably get up there from over here where we climb, jump. Yep. And this will lead us directly over here. Oh my. And crouch. Physics objects. Of course there are physics objects. One must chainsaw your physics objects because that is your only tool. And it's a good thing the chainsaw does not need sharpening. That would be unfortunate. And it does have the camera angles, which are quite nice. Okay, we could motor slice that way. Or that way. Okay, this is over where the orbs are. Yeah, there you are. Orbs. Orb. Orb. This looks like progress. I kinda don't want progress. Ow. I forgot to, of course, soft landing myself. Ow. Okay, apparently that is not, in fact, a thing you can do. We might need to Motorslice our way down. Which is fine. Although I've... Ow! I'm not even sure if that's... Okay, we may... I think I have a solution. The crunching of the bones does not help. Fortunately, that seems to just be a nightmare. I have a solution. It's not an ideal solution, but a solution nonetheless. Which is... Oh, come on! Apparently, when falling, you cannot just grab on and push off ledges. You'd think that might be a thing. There we go. Arrested our momentum. Perfect. Or second drone obtained. Two drones. There we go. Fancy. I did see the other drone. That's because he's right here. And just a... Yep. And an off, and an up, and a... And wall run to you, and up. Would seem that's the next... Oh, that is an area to drop him off. That looks maybe survivable, but... Given everything else we've seen, I wouldn't count it. Can we pick up multiple orbs at once? That is the question. Yes. We can pick up multiple orbs. We can, in fact, pick up multiple orbs. No, no, no! No. That was, in fact, not my desire. I accidentally wall ran when I wanted to not wall run. I was honestly not expecting this much of a exploration game. But I'm very happy to see that it has it.
Central operator said we have an interference, but wasn't Benton Tech supposed to be motor-proof? I don't want to replace my headset. It's still working fine. You're made of Benton, Orby. What's your view? Oh, what are you looking at?
Okay, embarrass the poor girl. I guess. I guess his Orby is allowed to. Nope. Ooh. Several enemies. And an orb over there. Question is, how would we even get over there? Anymore, I don't think we can. Oh no, I see the crack. Nope. And I lost both orbs. That's how we do it. Okay. Okay. Oh, but we lost the 2 orbs that were back there. That's fine. Still don't know what the orbs do. They do a thing, that is for certain. They definitely do a thing. How? And what? Is that a crack? That did look like a crack. Okay. Okay, drone has been deployed. Actually, this means we could technically probably head back. How How would we even get over there again? Sorry about that. Apparently she is the light. Looks like that circles back. Or can circle back. No, that just goes over to here. No! And that's a power cable. Okay, that leads back in here. Is this the same place I was at before? No. No, this is the other side of it. We have done a climby thing. A climby thing? Yeah, because all that would have done would allow me to get over here. That's not what I told you to do. That was quite literally not what I told you to do. Okay, that was a little far. Note to self, here is apparently the safe distance. Okay. Okay, that'll lead me to the crack. Which does lead to potential secrets. Orbs? Orbs. Or should I say one orb? Now, getting down. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we couldn't even... that's why we had to move it. Mini secrets. Most of them appear to be orb-based, but not all of them orb-based. God, the amount of grip strength she must have is ludicrous. Now, I'm not... oh. Never mind. I did not see the other crack. Because I'm not looking. Let go. Grab on. We continue to explore. Okay, nothing down there. This is just for an orb. Which is fine. Orb is fine. Orb is good. Orb is grand. Orb is life? Orb. Still contemplating how to get back over there to get the two I missed. I'm not sure I can. Not without dying. Yeah, 'cause they're over there, and that is quite a fall. Huh. Like, I'd have to land on top of that. Yeah, I think it's best if we just leave them be. Loss of a couple of orbs is not going to make or break anything. Probably. Orb? Oh, there's orb over here. There do be orb. Nope, that's what I figured. Oh, does one get orb? There's a possibility of physics object. Maybe. Yes. We can physics object. Make it less lethal? Maybe. Not now that I've put it inside the wall. There we go. Just have to physics it just right. Ah, use physics object to grab orb. That also works, and that also makes sense. We are now lower, but oh, orb. Physics object? Physics object. Prepare to do silly thing? I'm preparing to do silly thing. Ah! Not quite the physics object I needed. I needed it closer. Bad physics object. Haven't had a good physics puzzle since like Half-Life 2. Oh, bad physics object. Nope. Not sure how I'm supposed to do that. Because it's not like I can... Need the physics object better. Which is not a statement you'd expect to hear. Let's see, we start physics object back. Well, that was extremely rude of you, physics object. Cube. These cubes. They appear to be extremely kind of rude. Oh! Oh! Very rude cubes. Rude cubes. Very, very rude cubes. Oh, hello. Yes, I'm well aware that that one is above me. Okay, maybe now we can go and get Physics Cube. Yes. My bad, I was trying to physics an object when I didn't need to physics an object. The fact is, we've only ever had the, basic enemies? We've only seen the basic enemies, which is quite interesting. If I wanted to, we could maybe fling ourselves at that pole and go back and get the ones we're missing. Not a bad idea. Not a terrible idea. No. Like, I don't know how this works. Okay, one can in fact just wall jump off a Motorslice. That's kind of neat. No. That was not what I wanted you to do. Okay. Teaching you about motor slicing. Continue. Okay. Yeah, this is all pretty good navigation, to be honest. I'm still trying to go left and right. I'm just looking. Which does change the direction you are on the pole. That's good. And release. And as long as you're lined up, it seems like you'll automatically land, regardless of what your character's momentum looks like. Grinders. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna make me... you are. Nope. Orb not make it. Orb did not make it. Oh. Not looking at walls. Well, the orb was back there at the jumping puzzles. Not actually that important. Remember, look at walls. Walls tell you exactly what to do. And here's where we would deploy orb. Oh, another slack off spot.
Hey, look. I found some weird holes.
They are, in fact, weird.
Are they connected to something?
That's a good question. Embarrass. I don't think she appreciated that. Though they are in fact weird holes. Metal does in fact develop weird holes. Mainly rusting. We'll run to the door. We know this is going to end with the boss. Speak of the devil, I think that's him up there. That looks like him. I imagine the demo ends after this boss fight. Shall we? He be very, very large. Okay. Okay. We are on him. Around. Why are you not going around? There we go. Okay. Not kidding about this being a, Shadow of the Colossus-like. I really was not. Well, that was, Okay, that thing that looked like maybe eyeballs was not eyeballs. No! No! How dare you! You big slow monster! Try this again! Whee! Well, the thing that always made Shadow of the Colossus interesting was how the enemies tried to fight you. Being machinery, I'm not sure how they do that. Though if I'm not silly, ow. Okay. Okay. This is not where I'm supposed to be, but that's one way to do it. Okay, there's different spots on the health bar that it is complaining about. But there is no safe-ish way down. Not that I can see. Not that won't result in my instant death. Or closely thereabouts. Like, that's too far to fall. This one might also be... Yep, that was too far. That was, in fact, too far. Clearly, it's a multi-stage thing. Apparently, each Motorslice is one. Okay. Apparently, each Motorslice is in fact part of it. And Big Top was just one of them. Okay. Puzzle boss. Very much puzzle boss. I mean, like, all the Shadow Colossus. All the Colossi in Shadow of the Colossus were, in fact, puzzles. Okay, try this again. Ha! We've succeeded. He'd be very, very upset. No! Oh good, it didn't start me all the way back at the beginning. I would have been slightly upset if I'd had to try and do that again. He tries to hide his weak spot. But they don't do a very good job of it, because... round and round and round we go. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get it. And it's exactly how, as long as I thought it would be.
This is Slicer P. Over. I've arrived at the megastructure. Get in, eliminate the machines, and get out.
Ooh.
That was the job.
Like this is perfect.
Never that simple.
This game, it looks quite good. Yes, I know you can, and I know you can parry every boss. That is hilarious. Like, that is hilarious that you can just parry every boss. Beginning of the month. $11 out of 19 orbs. I want to see, okay, if I hit continue, where is it going to put me? Just before the boss? Yes. I must parry the boss. Cannot skip the cutscene. Because I know he can be parried. In a couple of ways. I'm pretty sure. And apparently there are QTEs for when you knock the enemies off balance. That's glorious. He's also stopped moving because he doesn't know where I am. Oh God, this is glorious. Wee. And I don't imagine that all the bosses are going to be this easy. But then again, Shadow of the Colossus had many colossi that were somewhat easy. In comparison to others. So, as an intro boss, not bad. And considering it doesn't have the grip system like Colossus had, I'd say it does pretty well with what it has, which is the Motorslice system. Which is most definitely a unique movement mechanic. But once you get it down, you get it down. honestly, is very good. Little over an hour. Oh, and we could go back to any of our checkpoints. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, honestly, really good. Worth the $20? Probably. I mean, just for the exploration alone, it seems... Oh, just for the exploration of the megastructure alone just seems like it'd be worth it to me. But with all the enemies that likely are just about on that kind of a par, yeah, it's gonna be good. I'll have to add it to the list of games to be played once I pick it up. But, enough of that, I suppose. That was Motorslice. Wonderful little Shadow of the Colossus-like. We just don't get enough of those. But we'll see everybody Monday at midnight for a game testing stream, like we do. This one's not themed like the last one, which was Age of Strategy games. This one's gonna be much more eclectic, much more scattershot, exactly like it. They normally tend to be whatever ones grab my interest as a thought. But yeah. We'll see y'all Monday. Till then.